Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Central PA fishing report with George Costa of TCO State College. How's it going, George?
Good, Marvin. How's everything with you today?
Just trying to stay out of trouble.
Awesome.
Well, why don't you let folks know kind of what the new normal is kind of in the TCO family of shops these days?
Well, we're pretty much chugging along here. We've been doing some good, steady business on our web, and our curbside pickup's been going good. Curbside's a great thing if you're coming up here to fish Central PA in the next month or so, if you're making a day trip out of it. I know a lot of people like to come out here and a little bit of a destination spot and stay a couple of days. That's going to be pretty limited this year, I think, with people, with the hotels being shut down and everything. But, you know, if you're within a couple-hour drive and you're coming up to fish a day, we are still doing a curbside pickup. We did just get in all our spring shipment of flies, so we're stocked to the gills on our granums, our sulfurs, caddis, anything you need for the day when you're coming up. Just give a call ahead here on the phone, and myself and Dave will get together a bunch of flies for you to fish for the day. So, yeah, we're just kind of chugging along. Business has been, you know, as good as we can expect for situation, and thanks everybody for the support. And, you know, people are getting out and still fishing, and that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've been watching your social media feeds. You guys have been running some pretty good sales, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We've got, you know, a lot of our vendors are, you know, allowing us to get a bunch of stuff on sale right now to, you know, just keep product moving and keep everybody chugging along. So that's great. So keep checking on our website. You know, we had a sale on some sunglasses last week. Costa glasses were on sale, Sims and Patagonia and all sorts of good things.
Yeah, that's awesome. And any updates kind of on the access front in the state of PA?
The access for PA, I mean, everything has been good. They did open up the trout season a week and a half early. They surprised us last week on the 8th, and usually season should have been opening this weekend, but they kind of hit a little surprise on us last week and opened it up last Wednesday. They did that to mitigate the amount of people that would be out there fishing on opening day, which was, you know, kind of nice. A lot of people were a little bit shocked by it, but it was, you know, kind of cool that we got that extra week and a half the opener for some of our stock waters around here. Some people got upset because, you know, they weren't prepared for it, but hey, whatever. I mean, we're all it's the minor first world problems, we'll call that. A minor inconvenience to have the fishing season open a week and a half early, but you know, kind of fun surprise for everybody in the business.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess now we can get to actually the fishing part. How are conditions right now in your neck of the woods?
Not too bad. We had a bunch of rain the past week and a half, so water's been up, but seasonally everything's about average. Things are on the drop. Some of the streams are still kind of high. Little Juniata is still a little on the high side, but it's dropping and clearing. Levels are kind of leveling out, getting to seasonable averages. Everything's pretty much fishable. Only thing I would say is, you know, Little Juniata is still on the high side. It's still pushing some water. This time of year, that's probably one of our more heavier pressured streams because the granums are going strong on there. Bugs are good. We've got granums pretty much everywhere. Tan caddis, little black caddis everywhere. They're dominating right now. Olives are still holding strong, starting to taper off a little bit from the bigger hatches we had a few weeks ago. There's been reports of some other bugs here and there. Hendricksons have been spotted and have been pretty good on pens, Fishing Creek. But caddis seem to dominate right about now. I would expect to start seeing little yellow bugs probably within the next few weeks. There's been some sporadic sightings of sulfurs here and there in the area, not confirmed by me, but I wouldn't be surprised to see if there's a couple popping here and there. No major hatches, but with the way everything's shaping up, we do have some cool weather this week, which maybe will slow things down a little bit. But I would expect within the next week and a half to 2 weeks to start seeing decent hatches of sulfurs, March browns. So we're a couple weeks away from, you know, really getting full blown here. So things are looking good. I mean, if we don't get another huge blast of rain, levels are good. And, you know, weather seems to be starting to cooperate. So it's been pretty good, and we're not far from getting in the full swing of things.
Well, there you go. And I guess on the tactics side, if you've got high water, that probably means what, small streamers, nymphs, and maybe swinging soft tackles as the water falls, waiting for the dry fly hatch to be a little bit easier to get to.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're fishing higher water right now, I mean, the water clarity is more important than anything. So the clarity's, it's a little off everywhere right now, but, you know, there's enough visibility that if there's good fish, fish, good insect activity, fish are going to be taken on top. I fished for 2 hours the other day on a local stream and, got a ton of fish all on top within a 2-hour period, which was great. Clarity was just enough so that you could stay back away from them, but, dirty enough so that, they're still clear enough so that they were coming up, but dirty enough so that you could get close enough to make, some tight casts when you needed to make it. So, I think it's all about, level and clarity depends on everything. If you do have a little color to the water, throw those small streamers. Conditions are going to be better, though, for nymphing, swinging wet flies, and dry flies. I think coming up pretty soon, fish are really going to get keyed in on those smaller bugs.
Got it. And do you have a rule of thumb on the clarity in terms of, I guess there's some of that kind of limestone milky green you guys talk about versus chocolate milk, about knowing when it's too turbid to actually go out and fish effectively?
My rule of thumb is if I can't see where I'm walking, I generally don't want to fish it. Unless I'm real familiar with where I'm wading, I can't stand personally. Some people are bolder than I am, but if I can't see where I'm putting my feet, I generally don't like to fish something. So I look for at least 18 to 24 inches of visibility. I think that's a good rule of thumb. If you're going to go fish that dirty water, just watch your step. Wading step is never a bad idea. But I look for at least 18 to 24 inches of visibility, somewhere around there, to really get the fisher. They're going to eat a lot better with that much. They're able to see in their window a little more. So if you're going to fish water that's really dirty, then you're going to be looking for your worms, your bigger streamers that are going to push water and get those fish to really key in on them.
Got it. And folks, we love questions on the Articulate Fly. If you'll send us your questions on the Articulate Fly Facebook page, if we read your question on the report, I'll send you some Articulate Fly swag and you'll get entered into a drawing at the shop at the end of the season. And before I let you get back to filling all of those curbside and online orders, George, why don't you let folks know kind of hours and the best way to shop with you guys while we're in this new normal?
Well, website, if you can't do a curbside, it's TCOflyfishing.com. We're filling web orders every day and getting stuff out, free shipping right now. And if you're here in the State College area, you can give us a call here at the shop, 814-689-3654, extension 4. And curbside hours for all of our locations right now are 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday. Our Haverford location is just doing curbside 10 to 2. So we're available, we're accessible. Give a call if you have any questions, and we'll shop with you on the phone.
Absolutely. And folks, to hear George's fishing report as soon as it comes out, the best thing you can do is subscribe to the podcast and the podcatcher of your choice. It'll also give you an opportunity to listen to some of our back catalog. We've got some famous PA anglers like George Daniel and others that you might want to check out. Folks, be safe out there. Look out for yourself. Take care of your fellow man, and we'll be fishing together on the other side of this soon. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, George.
All right. Thanks, Marvin. Have a good one.